To this day.
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 What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury has posted on his social media Instagram account, and this is what he said. As you can see, he has him and Dillian Whyte back when they were ace boon coons, or at least cool, cordial, right? They used to, you seen some picture of them sparring together, some when they're flexing together. And some when they're out and about, he's wearing, they're out. He has the big coat on, Tyson Fury, and the black leather for Dillian Whyte. And the post states, it says, "Funny how people treat you when you are good to them. The world's gone mad. Hashtag 13%. Wow." And of course, he had the Many Men 50 Cent song playing, and that was alluding to the fact that Dillian Whyte and them himself, they're not friends anymore, and the funny how you treat people funny how people treat you when you're good to them, which means he was very good to Dillian Whyte at one point. They were cool. They did a lot of things together, and now this is where it's at. That is a good question, though. I mean, if you look at me counterpunching Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury, where was the time that they fell out? Because Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury is not a Joshua and Fury, because Joshua and Fury didn't hang out. These guys did. These guys hung out. They were out and about. They trained together. They had a lot in common or whatnot. And they did the thing. Now, of course, they've taken two totally different roads. They're on different networks. They're both UK fighters, different politics of being in different networks and different promotional companies. And when did it really go bad? Well, if we look back on memory lane, the closest that I can remember was in 2019. In 2019, these guys were, Tyson Fury agreed to fight for the diamond belt. Dillian Whyte, then he backed out of it. And I think that pissed off Dillian Whyte because he wanted to fight with Tyson Fury because he was trying to exercise his options due to the choice that he turned down to fight Anthony Joshua in Wembley. Now, there could be something else before this, but this is what I can take and I can gather, right? So if you guys know anything else, leave it below in the comments. But then that's when I seen the trash talk begin between Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury is not a stranger to trash talk. In fact, I think Tyson Fury is the #1 biggest trash talker in the history of the heavyweight division. Okay, right now. I mean, you can't outbeat him. Tyson Fury's trash talk his levels are way up there in the stratosphere because he can sell a fight, he can talk a good game, he can definitely express himself. So you can't take that away from the Gypsy King. Tyson Fury will tell you what he tells you, and everybody else will be laughing but him. And he will be dead serious with you. Look at what he did to Wilder, fights 1 and 3. Okay. He went at Wilder and he made Wilder upset a couple times. And I think that affected the first fight. Why? Because Tyson Fury got in his head. Now, the deal is with these two guys, Dillian Whyte doesn't care. He's a rude boy by nature. He doesn't care what goes on. And and what you think about him. He's going to say whatever's on his mind. And I think when those reneging of those fights that didn't happen occurred, I think that's when Dillian Whyte started doing what he was doing with Tyson Fury. And I think at that point, all hell broke loose. Okay, so Tyson Fury, though, I feel this in closing. If he feels that, hey, that he treated Dillian Whyte right, he treated him right, he treated him, and they were once friends, but now he feels that Dillian Whyte has disrespected him, and because of that, he feels that he's out of line for doing so, that's easy. Get him in the ring, okay? That should be high priority. Forget a Derek Chisora 3 fight. Fight Dillian Whyte. Bars. Why not? If you feel someone disrespecting you, because Deontay Wilder did it, because he was talking about Mike Tyson, right? And he said that he would never come back to the sport of boxing. Those were the reasons that Tyson Fury motivated himself, along with his friend, Ben Davison, to get back into shape and continue the journey in boxing and look where he is today. So I think he should take it upon himself to defend his honor, to shut up Dillian Whyte and give that man a fight. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury's post. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.